What's up, guys? Doing a quick little video. I haven't posted anything in a while of how to install one of these ghost connectors. This is for the Glock. This is the 3.5 pound trigger connector. This is probably one of the easiest things you could really do. Some people think, they got all kinds of issues with installing these, and it's really not that hard. It's a small piece. It goes in very quick and easy. So I'll show you the easiest way to do it, the way I've done it, and I've had no issues with it so far. So take standard Glock. This is a Glock 17 Gen 4. It's got some custom stippling and combat cut and all that fun stuff. But standard, just like any other Glock. Obviously there's no mag in it. It's empty. Do a breakdown, just like any other Glock. Then all you're going to need to do is take your punch. This is a standard Glock tool. You can use any punch that'll punch out these 3 different pins here. But for this install, we're only going to use this back pin. We don't need to do these front 2. We don't need to take the whole trigger assembly out. We don't need to take the retainer block out. None of that. We're just dealing with back here. So all you got to do is punch out this very, very back pin. It's very simple. Just push it out. Comes right out. Pull it out the other side. Then we'll flip the gun around. This is the way I do it. Pop this piece right up. This is your connector right there. Obviously you can see this one is already the Ghost Ink connector. It's the older one, or the one that I already put in. The old one's in the box. The easiest way to do this is while you're holding it like this, you're going to twist it so this back section pushes out that way. You can already see it's starting to twist that way initially. It'll pop right open. Now there is going to be a spring that holds the trigger bar to the rear assembly. You leave that right in there, and then all you got to do is take a flathead screwdriver or just anything really that you can get behind this connector and just kind of pry it out a little bit. I just use a knife. Just put it in there very gently and kind of twist back and forth until it starts to pop out a little bit. Once it gets out to a certain point, you can grab it and just pull it straight out. Now this is where you would get your new one and put it in, and obviously this is already one that's been in the gun. Let's see if I can focus in on that. There you go. It says Ghost Ink right on it. This is for Glock. So that's the easiest way to take it apart. Easiest way to put it back together. Just the reverse of that. The flat bar goes in the slot. Push it in all the way. It'll push in until it stops. And then to reassemble this whole part, what I do is I pull this section back and this section down a little bit, and it'll slide right in. And just make sure when you get to this point that the trigger bar sits on top of the connector and underneath this little tab. If not, you're going to have some issues putting it back together. So just do that. Push everything back together. Everything slides right back together easily. You take your pin. You want to put your pin right back in to the slot. Just even it up. Push it through until it's even on both sides. See if I can focus back in here. There we go. Then take your slide. Put your slide back on. Do your typical function test. Bang, it works. Recoil. Take up on the trigger's nice. Very smooth trigger. So there's that quick little easy breakdown. Like I said, some people show you taking everything out, taking the whole assembly out. You can do that. It's not that hard to do. Just make sure, when you're putting everything back together, all your holes line up, and make sure all your springs for your slide lock and for your detents and everything are put back in the right spots. So there's a quick little breakdown of how to do the Ghost trigger connector on these Glocks. It should be the same for all Glocks. I don't know about the new 42. I haven't got my hands on one of those yet, so I'm not really sure how the internals of those work, being a smaller gun. But quick 5-minute video. I haven't been out to shoot this yet. It's been snowing like crazy. The range down the road for me has some issues with us shooting fast, so I stopped going there. So I got to find a new range to go to. But once I get some range time in, I'll have some video of shooting this. Some reviews on how the trigger feels when actually putting some rounds down range. So, see you later, guys. If you have any questions, comment below. If you like the video, obviously like it, subscribe. I'll do more gun videos, some more car videos coming up here shortly as soon as the snow goes away. Take it easy.